Hello, my name is Emmanuel, and I am here again with another vision um, that I got a few days ago. And this vision is another vision that is really scary, and I don't mean to scare anyone, but again, it has to be told so everyone is aware, so people know, and I don't benefit anything by scaring people with things like this. I really do not want to be here sharing things like this. But when you are instructed to do something, especially from the Lord, you have to do it. So I got this vision, and we all need to know what this vision says. Um, in this vision, I stood, and I was when I looked around me, uh, everything was peaceful. There was so much peace and so much calm, and there was nothing. I mean, it's just as the world is today. When you're at the park, you just see people carrying on with their activities, daily activities, and uh, there doesn't seem to be any problem whatsoever or anything out of the norm. But where I stood, all of a sudden, I was accelerated to the future. It's like, I mean, we're in 2016, but it seemed like, I was accelerated to something like 2035 or 2045 or 2040 or something. I'm not saying those are the years I was accelerated to, but it's just something in the future. I was taken straight into the future, and the journey was so quick. Very, very quick. I don't know. I lack the words to express or explain how that journey happened. It just I saw myself going straight into the future, like I was journeying so quickly into the future. And then I got into the future. When I got into the future, I was still in the same place where I was standing or where I was, but there was serious and so much terror in the land. There was so much terror, so much fear, and you could just tell there was tension all around. Everything was wrong. There was so much going on that made everything wrong. And when I looked around myself and I looked around me, there were beasts, wild beasts on the streets. There were wild beasts all around, and there were men in the midst of wild beasts, and these wild beasts were devouring men. And I saw the lion. I saw like two, three lions when I looked at one direction. I saw a bear on the other side, and then I saw a hyena around. Wild beasts on the streets devouring men. And while I was standing there, I had an understanding of seeing, 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 seeing an end of time, seeing an end of time, you know. And then I was, brought back again into to today's world, you know. And when I came back, it seemed like there were angels around taking care of people. In other words, there was grace, there was peace, there was calm, and we have the peace and calm because of grace. And I came out of this vision, and I really did not understand what that could mean, especially what I mean. I understood what it meant literally, wild beasts on the streets, but I didn't know. I couldn't explain why that would be, why people will be seeing wild beasts and in the future and on the streets. Even though I understood because of sin and because of maybe disobedience, but it's hard to really grasp why animals will come to start devouring men. But I was going to work the next morning in the morning, and I turned on my radio, and guess what? God confirming His word. That's what they were talking about on the radio. They were talking about wild beasts. They've been on the streets, and the streets becoming empty and desolate. And that caught my attention, and I increased the volume, and I listened more and more, and they were talking about it being in the Bible. And I'm like, in the Bible? So I listened to see if I was gonna get a chapter and the verse where it was in the Bible. And yeah, yes, they did give the chapter and the book of the Bible and the verse, and it was in Leviticus chapter 26 verses. I'm going to try and search for that and read that to you very quickly. It's just two verses rather. Leviticus chapter 26 verses 21 and 22, and here is what it says. It says, "And if ye walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me, I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins. I will also send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children, and destroy your cattle, and make you few in number, and your highways shall be desolate." When I read that, my dream came alive, or my vision came alive. I was like, wow, I saw this, and I didn't even know it was in the Bible. I didn't even know it was in the Bible. And it says, "If ye walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me, I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins. And I will also send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children, and destroy your cattle, and make you few in number. And your highways shall be desolate." So people, please, please draw closer to God. I don't know if this is pre-rapture or post-rapture. It sounds like pre-rapture to me, but this is what I got, and it was confirmed. Please, people, draw closer to God. We're hearing about wild beasts, devouring people. We're going to hear more. We're going to hear more. I heard of one in Orlando. I'm not saying that is why it happened, but that is what is going to be happening. We're going to see more. So, people, please come back to God. Please come back to God. Thank you for listening.